I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord.
There are moments in history that are not just written in ink, but with courage, perseverance, and the thunderous impact of a stage that shakes the world. And this time, history is being written by Jungkook. Army, get ready. The K-pop world has just been shaken by the big news that has finally been officially confirmed. BTS will make a full OT7 comeback in March 2026. After years of hope and speculation, this news is no longer just a dream. HYBE has confirmed this through J-Hope's interview with Billboard, and an exclusive report from the Korea Herald further solidifies it. However, before we welcome the return of these 7 K-pop stars to the global stage, one name now stands at the forefront: Jungkook. Yes, the Golden Magne is now preparing for something even more surprising: his first world tour as a solo artist. Imagine that for a moment. Jungkook standing alone on an international stage, not as a member of BTS, but as a globally recognized artist in his own right. Following the extraordinary success of his album Golden, record-breaking Spotify numbers, stunning Billboard rankings, and a string of international awards, he is now taking it further, a solo world tour that could forever change the course of his career. And this isn't just a concert. It's a statement, a declaration that Jungkook stands on his own 2 feet. If he indeed releases his second album around August or September 2025, and then kicks off the world tour by the end of this year, HYBE's strategy is far from mere promotion. It's a golden bridge to a new era for BTS. Not only that, this is Jungkook's personal golden era. This world tour will be more than just a music performance. It will be the stage where Jungkook proves himself as a true global icon. He will perform not just to entertain, but to expand his influence, showcase his artistic maturity, and strengthen his image as a superstar. Imagine the excitement around the world. Cheers erupting in Seoul, the roar of love in Tokyo, extraordinary enthusiasm in Los Angeles, Paris, and Sao Paulo. Every stage he steps on is proof that a young man from Busan has transformed into a global symbol of his generation. So, why is this important not only for Jungkook, but also for BTS? Because when one star shines brightly, the entire galaxy shines with it. The bigger Jungkook's name becomes, the stronger BTS's foundation as a global group grows. HYBE knows this is a golden opportunity, strategically in terms of branding and financially. BTS is not just a group. They are a cultural phenomenon. But every phenomenon needs a transition phase. Their comeback in 2026 is not just about returning. It is the beginning of a new chapter that is stronger and more magnificent. And who is more deserving of opening that chapter than Jungkook, who has prepared everything with flawless dedication? Among the members, Jungkook has always been an enigmatic figure, quiet yet captivating, gentle yet electrifying on stage. And now, as he stands alone, the world will finally witness the full extent of his power. No official details have been revealed about the tour route, but rumors continue to circulate. Will Seoul be the opening stop? Or perhaps New York as his global stage debut? Tokyo? Jakarta? Paris? Armies from around the world are already speculating, creating fan art, and even saving up from now. Not only that, collaboration rumors are spreading quickly. Big names like The Weeknd, Doja Cat, and top-tier global producers are part of the speculation. If true, Jungkook's second album won't just be a comeback. It'll be a statement of dominance in the international music industry. One thing is certain, whatever the concept may be, whether darker, more emotional, or even more experimental, fans are confident Jungkook will deliver a masterpiece. He's not the type of artist to do things halfway. If he releases something, it means it's been through a very mature process. Korean entertainment industry analysts have even dubbed this move HYBE's smartest move during BTS's hiatus. They call it a premium warm-up for the 2026 global explosion. By placing Jungkook in the global spotlight, BTS's name will remain hot, even before their return. Every detail of Jungkook's upcoming performance, clothing, choreography, hairstyle, even the message in his song, will become a global trend. the world will witness that K-pop is not just a music genre, but a cultural movement brought to life by figures like Jungkook. However, behind all this grandeur lies a significant emotional burden he must bear. He will perform alone, without RM to calm him, without B's presence, without Jimin's embrace backstage. But this is where his strength is tested, and we know he is more than capable. And of course, all of this leads to one big thing that cannot be ignored: momentum. HYB is creating a huge wave. Starting with the spotlight on Jungkook, it is leading to a big explosion that will color BTS's full comeback. This is not a random pattern. They know exactly how to keep the world's attention fixed and never stop talking about BTS. Imagine the emotions of ARMYs as Jungkook closed his solo concert in the final country of his world tour, then just a few months later, stood again alongside the other 6 members on a grand stage as the complete BTS. It's not just a reunion, it's the fusion of two forces: individual success and the grandeur of the group. And this isn't the first time we've seen a BTS member stand alone. But what sets Jungkook apart is how he turned his solitude into a strength, not a weakness. He didn't try to compete with BTS. Instead, he made their name shine even brighter. He is the embodiment of what happens when hard work, talent, and determination come together in one person. Now, let's reflect deeper. What does all this mean for the Korean music industry? The answer is clear: a major leap forward. With this step, Jungkook not only solidifies himself as a global superstar, but also sets a new standard for the entire next generation of idols. He has shown that K-pop isn't just capable of competing in the global market, it can lead it. And what about the other members? Don't be mistaken, Jungkook's move actually opens up even more space for each member to shine. Imagine this. After this solo era, V returns with his artistic charm, Jimin brings his emotional depth, RM with his meaningful narratives and lyrics, Suga and J-Hope with their extraordinary music production, and Jin returns with his signature stage charisma. Each individual fills in a piece of the puzzle that strengthens the whole. BTS's 2026 comeback won't be the starting point, but the pinnacle of a long process they've built collectively and individually. And it all began with one moment: Jungkook's bold solo move. One thing we must remember: behind all these achievements, there remains a fragile human side. Pressure, expectations, the burden of being a global role model. But that's what makes this journey so inspiring. Because at the end of it all, Jungkook doesn't just want to be called great. He wants to prove he's worthy. And we, as ARMY, are not just spectators. We are part of this journey. We are witnesses, drivers, and guardians of their spirit. So when that grand stage is built, when the lights begin to shine, and when Jungkook sings the first verse of his new song at his debut solo concert. Currently, the world is still waiting for HYB to release the official list of countries that Jungkook's world tour will visit. But one thing we can already feel: this tour won't be ordinary. Industry sources have revealed that HYB plans to create a concert concept blending futuristic visuals, emotional storytelling, and world-class production. There are even rumors that each concert will have its own theme, reflecting a chapter in Jungkook's life and career, from his teenage years to the present, from rehearsals in Big Hit's old building to the grand stage of a world stadium. Some fans have even dubbed it the Golden Journey Tour, referencing Jungkook's personal journey filled with light and challenges. And who wouldn't be curious? What will his new song sound like? Will he open the concert with a slow, soothing track, or immediately shake the stadium with full-throttle energy? There are also strong whispers within the music industry that Jungkook will sing a song he wrote himself, revealing the deepest parts of himself. This isn't just a concert. It's a soulful journey transformed into a live performance. When March 2026 arrives, it won't just be BTS standing on their comeback stage. We'll all be standing with them, with tears, laughter, cheers, and an indescribable sense of awe. And among them will be a man, Jungkook, who has come a long way, conquered the world alone, and returned with tenfold strength. No longer just the cute magne from Busan, but a legend who has proven he can carry the weight of an entire generation's dreams on his shoulders. This moment will go down in history, not just in the world of K-pop, but in the global music scene. When a young man from South Korea showed that music isn't about language, it's about the heart. And we, the ARMY, will always be part of that story. From the beginning to now. From Jungkook's solo stage to BTS's return stage.